Ready?
Yep.
Hey, I'm Corey.
And I'm John.
And welcome to the Tiny Room Movie Review.
Hey man, you hear about the tiny room?
Whoa, shh.
Today we're talking about Let's Be Cops, directed in 2014 by Luke Greenfield, starring Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr.
Let's Be Cops is about two friends in LA who, after dressing up like cops for a costume party, wind up taking it too far and getting involved in some real crime.
Ooh, sounds like it could be good. All right, let's get straight into it.
Go for it, we're all clear. Move on.
You don't have any plates on your vehicle.
Starting with audiovisual, I wouldn't really say there was anything really, noticeable. Nothing really stood out that really caught my attention with audiovisual, I guess. There were some gunfights, but none of them were sometimes they were a little over the top, it felt like. But for the most part, I wouldn't say any of the audiovisual, any of it was really that noteworthy, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed. I mean, a movie about cop stuff and cop things, I wanted more cop cinematic style things. Some of the classic, there wasn't really a good car chase. There, like you said, there was a few gunfights and a little bit of, montagey stuff, but honestly, it kind of just felt a little generic.
Why are you getting so pissed off?
Because I almost died in there.
All right.
Look at my face. I smell crystal meth.
Moving on to acting, I think Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. did an alright job. But yeah, I think it was one of those movies that you don't really need to act that well in it, he doesn't really need a whole lot of acting. It's just a dumb, fun movie. And it shows, there's nothing special about it, but overall I thought it was alright.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't really care for a lot of it. I don't think these guys are bad actors. I've seen them in other things I really enjoyed. But for this movie, there was a lot of, wacky overreacting. And, that was the joke, is that he's yelling at another person. And I kind of felt at times they were doing this whole too cool for school kind of thing. And it doesn't really work for comedy. I really wanted more they're the butt of the joke for being these cops. And I didn't really feel like that. I felt like their physical comedy could have been stepped up a little bit more. There were some good side characters I really loved. A huge shout out to Rob Riggle. I thought he did a fantastic job as a little cameo side, a real cop that they interact with.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I was a little kind of disappointed by it.
What is your name?
Precious. She ain't that precious.
What is your real name?
Precious.
Yeah, but when you were born, what did your... Not your gang name.
As far as plot structure, again, I don't think it was really... I feel like they probably made a movie somewhat similar, where people dress up as cops and take it a little bit too far and then get screwed. I think there's probably other movies out there exactly like it. I don't know if this is a twist on those movies. But it wasn't a bad plot. It wasn't a bad story. There was some weird things about it that didn't really make sense, but like I said in, acting, it's just a fun, dumb story.
Yeah, I enjoyed the concept for sure, and the overarching story that they were telling was pretty decent. However, each scene to me really felt like, all right, this is what you're doing now. Just do improv, kind of improvise this scene. Yeah, overreact to what's going on, and then just kind of talk. And and then now we're into the next scene. It really kind of took me out of it at times. And frankly, I was disappointed. The ending of this movie, which I won't give away, maybe the last 20 minutes, was actually pretty good. And the journey getting there kind of sucked. It was just kind of boring at times, and then you had kind of this cool, awesome ending. But yeah.
Where'd you get this?
eBay, dude.
This is super illegal, right?
This? No.
Wow.
Continuing on to engagement. I was engaged for, I would say, probably 80% of the movie. It was fun. I'll say it again, it was a fun, dumb movie. Because that's really what it was. I was engaged. And yeah, it's if it can entertain me for an hour and a half, cool, I'll watch it. You know, and it did just that. It entertained me for about an hour and a half.
I have to feel like if I was in a waiting room for the dentist while my brother was getting a root canal and this movie came on, I would enjoy it. I don't think I would chuckle out loud, but I'd sit in that waiting room through this movie and not regret watching it. As far as sitting down and enjoying it, I there were moments. I mean, you throw enough content at the wall, something will stick. But you know, I chuckled here and there, but overall, it was just meh.
We all have to kiss the cops.
Finally, would I recommend? I would recommend this movie. I thought it was just, you know, not really clever the way they did things, but I thought it was entertaining. You know, if I played this as background noise when I was cooking or cleaning or something, yeah, I'd occasionally watch it, or if I was sitting in a dentist's office waiting on my brother. Yeah, I would definitely recommend watching it if people, as like a background type of thing.
Yeah, I think if somebody wanted to watch this movie while I was at their house, I would politely excuse myself. I do not recommend this movie. But if you enjoyed it, I mean, if you, the audience, enjoyed it, like, I'm not trying to knock it. I don't think it was, like, the worst thing I've ever sat through. It just, didn't really capture my attention.
Okay, Josie, I need to tell you something. I'm not a cop, okay? I am a cop.
All right, now that you've heard from us, let's see how the tiny room feels about Let's Be Cops.
Oh, boy.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and let us know what you thought of Let's Be Cops in the comment section below.
Also, let us know if there's any movies you'd like us to review in the future.
Tiny room.
Shh.